Hello, everyone. My name is Emerald Void, and I want to welcome you all to this, let's call it session zero of Adventures with an AI. Adventures with an AI is the new series that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be uploading where I play the game AI Dungeon 2. It's not so much a game as it is an interactive text based story. For those of you who don't know what AI Dungeon is, let me explain it. AI Dungeon is basically a role playing game that's DM'd by an AI. When you first get into it, you're going to be asked three questions: what setting do you want, what class do you want, and your name. And based off those three parameters, the AI is going to generate a unique text based adventure for you to play where basically anything can happen. And I literally mean anything. You could play a traditional fantasy campaign and be a wizard, or you can just go crazy and play as a god who kills death and takes his mantle. And I'm not shitting you. Literally in an episode, or not in an episode, but in one of the settings that I did, I literally typed in, "I am a god," and then I found death and I stabbed him with his own scythe. In that same test campaign, I threw someone into the sun and they exploded. I dropped Luigi into a volcano and he exploded. And I punched the universe so hard that it exploded. And on screen, you're gonna see an excerpt from that test session where I was just gauging the adaptability of the AI to roll with what you can do. So now that that's out of the way, let's discuss what we're gonna be doing in the series. So it's my plan, and I use the word plan loosely because it all depends on work schedule and stuff, but I want to make 1 to 2 videos a week of the AI dungeon campaigns and upload them, because I think that this game has the potential for big things, and I'm pretty excited to take you all along on this wacky and fun ride. So over on Reddit, I have a thread where you can submit your own prompts for custom dungeons, and I'm going to play them on episodes of Adventures with an AI. And I'll have a link to that Reddit post in the description below. So basically, when you start the game, one of your options is if you press, I believe it's 4, you get to play a custom adventure where anything is possible. If you decide to submit a custom prompt, all I ask is that you do it on the Reddit post. And I'm not saying that you can't post them in the comments, because you totally can. I'm not gonna ignore them if you post them in the comment. But by posting on the Reddit post, I'm hoping to bring more people into this new and amazing community that's starting to pop up and bud. Maybe somebody sees a prompt that someone posts and they're like, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty fun. Where can I play AI Dungeon? What kind of crazy stuff can I get into? And hopefully, if we all start posting and making videos, we can grow this game and make it a big deal, because I think this game has got a huge amount of potential for growth. When you do submit your prompt, I ask that you try to include some of the following. You don't have to include all of it, but I do want you to try to include some of it. I need you to include the character's name, which obviously, if we're going to be going on an adventure, we need to know the name of our hero or villain. And, if you don't provide a name, I'll just probably randomly generate one. I need to know where they're from, because I've noticed that sometimes the AI actually picks up on certain pieces of pop culture. For example, I was watching another YouTuber playing this, and he was playing a Star Trek campaign. He was playing Next Generation, and the AI actually knew some of the characters and places from the show and generated dialogue based off of that. So I think that's pretty cool. So having where they're from is gonna just add to the depth of the story that the AI can generate. I need to know I need to know their job or their class. What does the main character do? Is he a wizard? Is he a biomechanical soldier? Does he work at Subway? By providing the job or the class, it gives the AI more information to work with, and it's just going to make the adventure better. Also, weapon of choice. What do they use to kill with? Or do they even kill at all? Are they a pacifist? Do they use a sword? Do they use a bow? Do they use their fist, a gun? None of this is, the weapon of choice isn't necessarily needed, but it doesn't hurt to include it. Basically, I'm looking for enough information to give the AI so it can build a unique story for us to explore. And the more information that you provide, the better story the AI can attempt to make. And I use the word attempt because sometimes, even with all that information, the AI is still going to be a little wonky, and you're probably going to see this multiple times throughout our adventures. If you get on YouTube and just type in AI Dungeon 2 and watch some of the videos on there, you're going to get an idea of some of the wacky stuff that the AI says and does. And it's just, it's pretty funny, some of them, and that will probably happen multiple times to us. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope to have the first episode up by this weekend sometime. It is currently the 12th. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping to have it up by the 14th of December. We already have our first submission for our first prompt. A Reddit user by the name of Tyler424Hall, aka Kratos, has already submitted one. He posted on the Reddit post today. So far, the only one to submit a custom prompt. And his prompt is, I'm going to have it on screen, but your name is Soluxus. You are a demigod from Olympus. Your father is Apollo, god of light, healing, archery, poetry, prophecy, and music. You have inherited his powers of light and his archery skills. With these powers, you are able to create light of varying strengths and can even create light bright enough to blind enemies, or hot enough to damage them. Your preferred weapon is bow and arrows, which you can imbue with a light to make them deadlier. Your goal is to prove yourself worthy to be named a god among the gods of Olympus. You are practicing your archery when suddenly, and that is the prompt. That is what the first episode is going to be about. In the first episode, I'm going to introduce you to Soluxus, the demigod from Olympus, and we're going to follow him through his trials and tribulations, and we're just going to have fun with it. We're just going to see what happens. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would really greatly appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon so you can stay up to date for all future updates concerning Adventures with an AI. But before I go, I've just got one question for you. Are you feeling nostalgic yet?